What's going on, guys? Chris here with Force Through Faith, and today we're going to be talking about workout 21.1. So the open is here. First workout is with a 15-minute time cap, one wall walk, 10 double unders, 3 wall walks, 30 double unders, 6 wall walks, 60 double unders, 9 wall walks, 90 double unders, 15 wall walks, 150, 21 to 10. Okay, so an easy way to remember this is whichever wall walk you're on, multiply that by 10. That's how many double unders you're going to be doing. Okay, so new movement in the open is wall walks. Kind of weird for me, but this is what it is. So how are we going to game plan for it? First things first is to warm up effectively. Now this workout, guys, is very much muscle endurance related. The beginning is going to have a decent number of transitions. You might be moving a little quicker, but a lot of it is going to come towards the back half of the workout and how well your shoulders are going to be able to hold up. So we want to start with mobilizing that area. You know, lacrosse balling your pec, foam rolling or lacrosse balling your lats, opening up that chest and that lat area, as well as your thoracic spine area. So whether you're foam rolling or doing some book opens, or, you know, there's a great stretch that people will use for snatches where you lay with the foam roller between your shoulder blades, reach for the bar, and kind of sink your hips to open up that thoracic spine. So making sure those areas of your body are nice and open is going to be huge to make sure you can really get into the positions as effectively as possible. Then what I would do is a 6 to 10 minute EMOM, blood flow, to get the body warmed up. If you have a ski erg available, incorporating that is going to be huge, just because, again, that's out of all the cyclical pieces of equipment, that one's probably going to translate best to pumping blood through your shoulders for this workout. So utilizing maybe a assault bike or a biker in minute 1, minute 2, ski, and flip-flopping back and forth. Again, this is not like hard or for time. You're just going back and forth to get your whole body warmed up. If you don't have a ski erg, maybe using the assault bike where you're regular riding 1 minute and then using arms only in the 2nd minute. Again, to try to really focus on getting those arms warmed up and ready to go. The next thing I would do is 2 to 3 rounds, 10 to 20 second wall facing belly breathing. So essentially you'll wall walk your way into the wall, your chest or your hands would be at that 10-inch mark, and then doing a couple deep belly breaths. Again, most of the workout is not going to be breathing intensive, but you still want to be able to breathe effectively while upside down, so that you're able to continue moving through the workout. And then 20 line hops. So forward and back real quick over a line just to warm up those calves and feet muscles for the double unders. If you have a crossover symmetry, I recommend using that as well. Crossover symmetry is just great to get the little musculature around your scaps warmed up. And then 1 to 3 rounds at race pace of 1 to 2 wall walks and 20 double unders. Rest is needed between rounds. Probably 2 to 3 rounds actually, just to feel the movement. Again, I don't know if you're like me, but I can't remember the last time I did a wall walk, especially a wall walk in a workout for time. So being able to play around with it in warm-ups at a race pace to make sure you're prepared for the workout is going to be super, super important. Now for strategy. The first thing to think about is how are your double unders, okay? If you're efficient and effective at double unders, then I would use tripping as your break in the movement, right? If you're not efficient and effective at double unders and you tend to hold a lot of tension in your shoulders, then I would plan breaks pretty early, okay? The workout is made up on the wall walks, guys. Okay, so if you're at 30 reps or 60 reps and you're super tight just because you're not super effective at them, that's gonna gas out your shoulders big time. So maybe even starting to break them up with planned breaks at 30 reps could be super helpful to make sure you're getting as far into the workout as possible. And I'll kind of show some of this, guys, on the wall as we get towards the end of this. The second one I call milk the standard. Okay, so if you know the standard, you have 2 lines. One's at your shoulder, one's 10 inches from the wall. All they say is both hands have to touch the line. That could be your fingertips, okay? So on the way back, as soon as I can maybe get both pinkies on the line, I'm done and I'm walking back out. As soon as I get both of my middle fingers on the line, I'm done and my feet are coming off the wall, okay? So milk the standard, practice it so you're making sure you're not getting no rep, because in a workout like this where the movement takes a long time to complete, a no rep's going to slow you down immensely, but making sure that you're also not overdoing it because you don't want to spend a lot of time under tension in this workout. And that's why I write belly flop. So, feet, hands, hands, feet, and then a belly flop. What I mean by that is, if you watched the workout last night, again, you're watching 2 of the best women in the world, so in terms of overall scores, it's not going to be a great indicator of where you might land. But what you can learn is how to effectively do the movement. So if you watch Kristi Eramo, I forget her married name now, but she got a couple no reps because she started moving her feet before both hands were off the tape. I'm sorry, she started moving her hands before both feet were on the wall. Or she started, both feet came to the floor before both hands were on the tape. So in this workout, you have a judge. They're gonna be counting your reps. So I would, in my head, and this is what I plan on doing, saying, feet up the wall, hands back, hands forward, feet down the wall. Like literally repeating that to myself so I'm not messing that up and getting a no rep. I'm not gonna be thinking about reps because I'm gonna have my judge say, hey, you're at 3, you're done. You're at 6, you're done. And then go from there. And then the other thing is belly flop, okay? It sounds silly, but if you watched Kari Pearce do the workout, again, the standard is once you touch the front line, the one that's drawn at your shoulders, with both hands, your feet can come off the wall. So you're better off keeping your feet where they are, getting your hands to that line quick, and then just falling flat to the floor so your chest and thighs touch. That's essentially what she did and did really effectively from about the middle of the workout on. So being able to do it in that way is going to be super effective. The other one's a pike push-up. Guys, you're not going to get any points for doing a perfect military push-up, so why tax your triceps and shoulders in a more effective way because of that? So kind of pike up and get your feet off the wall. The next point is less is more. Again, watching the two women go, Kari Pearce's steps were really big with her arms, and that's because the bigger steps you make, the faster the movement's going to go. The faster the movement's going to go, the less time under tension. Okay, the classic CrossFit phrase is fast is smooth and smooth is fast. In this workout, doesn't necessarily apply because you're better off moving fast, actually fast in the movement, and then resting lying flat on your face. Okay, so that's kind of what you should be thinking to do. And then hand position is key. If you watched, again, Kari Pearce go, her hands were kind of splayed out as she pushed back. Okay, more kind of like a standard gymnastics handstand hold position, whereas Kristi Eramo's fingers were forward and she was only able to take smaller steps. With your hands splayed out like this, in my experience, you have better press into the floor and you can really drive back through your palm. So that's gonna allow you to take bigger steps back. And then on the way forward, something you could play with is then, this might sound crazy, but turn your hands back forward to shorten the distance to the line, right? So I can walk forward like this fine, and then I have a better chance of getting my middle fingers to the line faster this way than my thumbs this way. And then like I said, all muscle endurance, this is all shoulders. So there's nothing you can really do at this point to make your shoulders more enduring, but just to kind of like maximize what you have. So trying to relax as much as possible. If you look at the workout and you're like, I'm gonna burn out, and I know it, and it's probably gonna come early than a lot of other folks, taking a little bit longer in between reps in the beginning so you can last longer is gonna be super important. Let's go over to the wall real quick just to kind of show you some of the things I talked about. So I don't have a shoulder line, but again, you'll lie flat on your face. The line will get drawn at the shoulders. I'm here, so now I have to come up, okay? Both feet have to go on the wall. So I'm gonna take a real big step, push my hands in, right? They're splayed out, and then I come back down. As soon as I touch the line, I'm falling to the floor, okay? So being able to execute the movement in that way is gonna make it as effective as possible. Again, and making sure you're warmed up as well as you can. So have fun with this one, guys. Again, it's a new one. It'll be my first time doing wall walks in an open workout, and hopefully this helps.